Right. You have the chance to start SEC play 1-0 for the first time in 9 years. What does that opportunity mean to you with the way the SEC standing looks right now?
It'd be huge to go out there and get a win and be in control of the SEC East. It's been hectic so far. I think everybody's seen that. It's been hectic all over the SEC. So to be able to go in there and get a win would be huge for us to kind of start the SEC play on the right foot.
Justin, you got knocked around pretty good versus Oklahoma. You guys had the word week last week to build some more chemistry with the offensive line. How much more comfortable are you feeling back there going into this week?
I feel really comfortable. I felt comfortable going in 2 weeks ago in Oklahoma. Like I said earlier, they had a good team. They had a good scheme against us. And now that we've had another week to build some chemistry with two true freshmen on the right side and Kyler Kerberson playing left tackle for the first time, that's huge to go in and have that work week, like you said, to build that chemistry.
Last year's game here was such a good one, such a close one. Does that still linger in the back of your mind and some of the minds of these players? Have you guys talked about that at all?
No. This is a new year, new team, new season. So you can't really dwell on the past. We had success against them, both offensively and defensively. And, yeah, we'd like to say we should have won that game and stuff, but we've moved on. This is a new year, and we still got to go out there and play the game.
Justin, when you look at Georgia defensively this year compared to last, obviously Coach Pruitt's their new coordinator. What do you see? Is it drastically different than what they did a year ago, and how much different is your prep this year for them?
Schematically, they're different. That's always going to be the case with a new D coordinator. They still got great athletes throughout their defense. They can fly around. They're big up front. They force fumbles, force turnovers pretty well, and you see them trying to strip the ball throughout their game. So they definitely have a new mentality in their defense, and we're going to have our hands full. It's the SEC now.
Is it more aggressive than last year, or is it just schematically, formation-wise different?
I'd just say schematically. A lot of they're returning quite a few guys. 84 is a key returner for them, and you see them flying around. I'd just say it's just a different team with a new D coordinator.
Justin, a lot of people would like to see you run a little more, especially on that zone read. What are your thoughts on that as the season's evolved?
Going back and talking to Coach Jake, I could have kept it maybe 3 or 4 more times over the course of 3 games. So a lot of people don't see the plays that I don't have a read. I'm just handing it off. I don't have an option to pull it every time I run the football. So there might have been opportunities to run when I don't have a read key, but I mean, some people think I can run it when I know I can't. So it's kind of looking at the bigger picture sometimes.
Do you, when you look at the Oklahoma one, was there anyone there that you should have pulled when you watched it on tape, or was that one of those that didn't have the read opportunity?
It was maybe 1 or 2 plays, and it would have been potentially blown up in the backfield. It was if 19 or one of the other guys bit hard.
So you didn't have one of those where you went, man, that was a 25-yard gain if I pulled that.
None of those where I was kind of beating myself up for not pulling it.
Do you have many of those when you watch them on tape? You go, man, that thing was wide open. Or you feel like you've read it pretty well?
I think I've read it pretty well. There's occasionally going to be those here and there. It happens in practice all the time. So it just sometimes you get so keyed into a guy flying upfield instead of crashing hard that when he does crash hard, you may not be as prepared for it.
Do you get that question from fans a lot? Students or somebody saying?
People tweet at me all the time. Why you don't pull the ball of it? Yeah, but I mean, it happens. But
I mean, do you want to just reply? What? Didn't have the option.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just when people don't understand that play, obviously.
Some people don't understand it, and they don't see kind of the bigger picture. They don't see the safety flying down at 10 yards. So. And a lot of people don't understand I don't have the option to pull it on every play.
Getting back to throwing the ball, do you feel like you're going to have to get rid of it as quickly at Georgia as you did at Oklahoma?
Yeah, I mean, you're always going to have that internal clock, 3 or 4 seconds going off. And any longer that you hold that, you got a pretty good offensive line, or they may be only rushing 3 or something like that. So that internal clock's always going off.
Over the past week and a half, how much have you seen Josh Malone's role kind of expand?
It's grown a lot, and he's done a great job picking it up and running with it. So we look for big things out of him, and he expects the same out of himself.
With his progress, does that make you feel more comfortable, especially knowing that Vaughn's not going to go, he'll be a no-go, and then Josh could be questionable?
Yeah, of course. Any guy that we have that can come along and help our offense out, especially the talent level that he has, it's going to be a good addition.
Justin, can you talk about back? What does it mean to get you from Wolfpack 3 guys?
It's huge, and you could see the skill set that he brings to the tight end position, the pass catching and run blocking. So having him back and getting him healthy is huge for our offense.